Sloane, welcome to Plugged In. You were giving us a lot of direction from the side, which we really appreciate. And thank you so much for bringing your mom and dad on the show today.
We do appreciate
Instant fame. There you go.
How long thereafter is the process before the date is set?
Amazingly, with organ donation, is that when you have a living donor, you're in the driver's seat and you're able to sort of pick and choose when works best for the donor and the recipient. So Sandra was very well supported by her work. So she gave kind of notice that this was happening. She wrapped up her work, and then because of COVID, we both had to quarantine for 2 weeks before surgery in the hospital. So I think it was about a month, just under a month, that we booked our surgery date from when we found out.
Okay, here's what I find astounding. So between those dates, June 6th comes along, and that's the date of the annual kidney walk, and it's held virtually. And so you've got all of this going on, but never wants to be idle.
Yeah.
We were looking for distractions.
The family jumps in and joins the virtual kidney walk, not just walking in your neighborhood, but the fundraising component as well. And I don't know if it was pure magic or what happened, but you raised over, drum roll, $13,000 on the kidney walk campaign. So what possessed you to take part in that? You were feeling well. The photos, you look fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, I had originally from our media outreach, a woman who lives in the interior, and Nick, she reached out to me and was like kind of a bit of a support person for me going through this whole process. And she had said that she had a team and would love me to be part of it. And I was like, okay, great, I could do that. We were blown away by the response from people, and we sort of had every night we're like, oh, okay, what happened today? And we're like, oh my gosh, these people are so generous. So we feel like it was the least we could do. We've been so fortunate with the support from the Kidney Foundation to get Sandra here, support people here, and get through the process that the least we could do is give back.
So Alexis, you just touched on something that's really important, and I know it's very near and dear to both of you. You've become very strong advocates for organ donation. In the beginning, it started looking for a living donor for yourself, but it has really spread since then. I know it's a big part of what you guys are doing, sharing your story. It's not always easy to do, a lot of requests. Where do you go from here with this? What are you looking at? What's your goal to do?
If there's anything that we can do to help educate others about the value of potentially being a donor and saving somebody's life, being somebody's angel, we'll absolutely be there because we've seen how it touched our lives. We saw how the community rallied around us, whether it's Facebook messages or Twitter messages from people that we've never met before, willing to go through the donor process and put their names forward and their lives forward to try and touch our lives. It was so touching, and not everybody's in the same situation like us where they're able to put themselves out there. So if there's anything we can do to help just a little bit with others out there that are struggling, we'll be there for them.
Stay with us because we'll be back with more of our interview with Alexis and Rob in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.